where we are here back at this venue, Barabati Stadium, Cuttack. We have two teams lining up. We have Bidanasi Club taking it on Rising Star Club at this venue. It's match number 31. Before the proceeding of the game, there we see meeting of both the sides, greeting along with four officials we have, and that's the indication of the match will start very soon. So stay tuned for this contest as we have the four officials along with two captains which will lead the team, and we have a team picture as well along with the captains along with officials we have, and that's something remarkably well as a gesture of a great memory. As we proceed further, that the toss time captain being both captains, and that's what the officials guiding that you have to pick the post if you win the toss as per your wish, whether right side or left side. And that's the picture of the day for two captains along with officials, and that's the signal which means the game will proceed in 2 minutes. Teams have chosen their respective right, left, and right leg, and now the officials are with the captains. The game will start very soon, and that's we see the warm up. And boys in blue we have Bidanasi Club, whereas boys in red we have Rising Star Club. And shortly the game will proceed. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere else. We'll witness a great contest. Just stay tuned wherever you are. We'll be back shortly. And as the play started out with that kick, the game started up, and that's just a warm up for players for both sides just looking to play. And that will be interesting to see which strategy both teams look to go ahead with. And that's what the Bidanasi club looking to show the early aggression, but clearly being taken and defended well from the Rising Star way. As this is just a beginning of what this game looks ahead as we move further, as we proceed ahead, and that will be great to watch out this contest of how thing goes up or how well they have transitioned. As this is a great league, MGM-FAO league, which is so good to watch players from different venues, from different places being coming up to participate. And that's a tournament which is giving a great platform to youngsters. They've been identified. We've got that big platform, big occasions. We've seen some great matches from the end for this tournament up. And that's good to see how Rising Star Club today wanted to proceed ahead with the Bidanasi Club have different strategies. So that's more to look forward as the game move ahead. This is just the beginning of what players just wanted to do a bit of warm up. The more they'll have the ball in them, the more they'll pass on with the ball, they'll be a little comfortable of getting that confidence over that ball, having a good control of the ball. But you see a good defense from both the ends, not giving them any inch, not giving them any chance, just letting it simple as it looks. And that's they wanted to get it through, and that is what a straight kick and well deflected. That's a great way to save this one up. But they've got the first corner. Rising Star Club have been able to generate that first corner with the hope. And is this the indication of an early attempt of being what we see, what we look through that point? Is it the just beginning? Is it just that point or that thing waiting for us, looking to go for that point, attempting for that one? And that's what it passes, and that's what it looks. Looking to create and fill that gap, but it went quickly there, could not reach, but it was a well, well, good effort being generated. That would have been an great one, a good start, a fiery start from Rising Star if that goal would have gone. But that's what they look to start their match. They look to build their game. They look to show their intent, show their aggressiveness, look to show their best skill. That's what they are pointing out at what is the best they can do to decode the defense line. As with the game progresses, they'll have that great overview of the game. They'll have that idea of where to add that opportunity and get banged on. So this is the one of the best strategy to look ahead for that point in making sure that they rise to that occasion. And that's well said, well gifted, well guided by referees, that this is that point where they need to take that one up. And that's straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. As simple as you like, but that's a good way to have his eye on it point. Keeping it simple, as easy you like, you wish to go with that point. And that's just going somewhere away from that, looking to go with that pass, but mistiming that one up. And that's where the game moves, and that's where from the game moves ahead with all the hopes, all that great way, watching this game going up. And that's they wanted to look ahead with the timing being all right on that point, looking to steal that show, looking to steal that moment. And is that the first hits the pole? Would you believe? As lucky as Rising Star Club, this time fortune favors the brave. He hit it so well, tried it so well, but this time that was a very good move. Just check that one in the replay part. It's just the rewind of that mistake, and well, carry on. Hits the pole and then a deflection, but it was good to get back to the defense line and being cleared. Again, that cross coming in, but wanted to go back with that point, just missing it completely out of it. And that's where the mistake happens. That's where the mistake counts. I wanted to build that one up, wanted to go ahead with that point. That's not getting in that location. And now Rising Star wanted to show their grade, but that's we see an injury coming up. Likely to see that whistle from referee. Not sure as he heard it himself, but the game is carrying on and on as it moves. As the game still moving, looks to pass. Easy pass, wanted to build that gap, look to have the control over the ball. As good as the game moves ahead, wanted to enter inside the D, but a good clearance coming right at the point. And that header hits again. Would you believe? Second time he's missed that and just going away. A big deflection coming up. Can you believe that second time it has hit the pole? And that's it hit that bar and then that deflection going away with it. And that's we see something not happening up right. The goalkeeper is not okay as physiotherapist has been arrived. He's called off for that point. Everyone hopes he's safe, he's okay with it, and that's what physiotherapist does a great job in making sure that he's okay, he's up to that mark. And again, a good clearance coming in back right at the point. And that's the game move forward. He wanted to go with that pass. He will pass his own players, and that's we've seen good passing from both teams as it looks a very dominating game from both ends as he tries from that long distance and well carried. Totally, it was out of his way, but that's something not okay with Poison Blue Bidanasi Club as quickly calls the physiotherapist. And that's what the game moves. They wanted to get with that great point, just looking to go with that point. And that's what the game moves ahead. They wanted to get that pressure being coming up from that point, as that's what the time's ticking off. They just wanted to go with that intent, go with that point, looking to go with that pressure being building up. And that's what they wanted to come up with. They wanted to let the things going up. As the time passes, what's something new we see that both teams looking to find that place, looking to find that area where they can capitalize, but a good clearance with that header coming in, perfectly taken care by the defense line of Bidanasi Club in a good form, in a do no wrong form, where exactly catching it up, quickly takes it down, but as he referee says the foul, and that's well left it up. These are the moments, these are the opportunities which they wanted to get banked on. They want to build that cross coming in, but just going away. Things going further and further at this point. Just wanted that breakthrough to get inside that chance. That's what Rising Star looking to get that first chance, and they've got it as a corner. And now let's see what is the best they can get at this corner. Can they get an opportunity coming up? That's what is a concentrating point for Boys in Blue. They've got that chance to stop that with that header and gets inside that Rising Star Club, shining high on this occasion. As I was mentioning, something is coming new, and that's they've produced a goal. The first one on the board. And that's what a good feeling for Rising Star Club in the corner with that header as a finishing touch. No answer to that defense line of Bidanasi Club. Absolutely clueless. They're wondering from where it went just quickly that exactly on that spot with that perfect header. And that's an ideal goal for the football fans to watch this coming from as an header in the corner, making that corner so fruitful, so beneficial, crucial for them, just getting their first goal through it. And that's where is a point come. That's they have a best option to get goals. They've got that great feeling of getting what they are capable of. It gives a boosting point to their confidence that if they do so, again they can do it back to back. There's not a big deal for them just to follow that rhythm. And that's what it goes with time to time, things changes up. They wanted to steal the moment, they want to look to that moment deeply, desperately. They wanted to come back with that point, and that's both the teams again with that second one. Has he done it? Is it the second one coming up? And that, yeah, yes, they claims this one, but I'm not sure this has to be given up. It was the whistle coming, but for a moment it seems they are through that point. It would have been the second one coming over to them, and that's what they never liked it to happen. With that cross coming in, and then inside that point. But that was not a goal. Perfectly not being given. Jersey number 10 looking to pull it up. Looking to pull that for a recovery, but could not clear that one up. It's a good point to notice that one coming right to the left inside that one, and then creating that chance. And that's a free kick coming up. That's to be taken by jersey number 4. And let's look out how it happens and how it takes. Cross coming in. And that's they wanted to keep that one up. And that's what they want to get it through. Rising Stars. That's a good pass, but he blocked it completely. Went away with that hope. And that's what the captain Chinmay Shekhar leading that one, guiding the team, doing that dual role of captain along with that goalkeeping. We have Anupam Barar there, and this team of Rising Star led by Captain Sujit Roy, who is in jersey number 3, playing that defense role. And we have Beneath Munda as well with jersey number 4, Lakshmidhar Badana. And that's what it happens as a good comeback, as we see this one up very often. And that's a good comeback to this game, not seen, but they've done it through as they gone it through that point. That was a chance. They were looking to build that one. This was a moment they were looking to get, and they have got it through. This game is going interesting as the game moves ahead. They just wanted to get in their best way in showing this team. Both teams have got equal great talent. Bidanasi Club as well, leading by captain Chinmay Shekhar, whereas Rising Star by Sujit Roy. And there we see that cross coming in, but just going away with that. What a take about that goal. It happened just that minute for striking that this game is going to be a great. It's just an indication of anything can happen in this game. Anything can come up. So that's what both teams are ready with what is the best they will face in that moment. And that's Sanjay Oram also, one of the best players of the tournament. Amandeep Zes we have. Last match he did a great performance. And that's what the Bidanasi club looking to steal the moment. With that goal, they built that confidence looking to go with the second one, and that's what they're capable of showing the best, but a cross coming in and a good tackle in the end. With that great tackle, they've been through to that point. We have Mohammad Anish Ahmed as well with jersey number 71. That the first time we are seeing him in that point. And that's what it's straight into his hand. As great, as good as it looks. We have Ajit Kumar Maji as well from the end. And from this angle, it seems out very impossible to quote which team is on that opportunity side to win this game, as this going to be a very great game going on between these two great teams. Never easy to point out which is doing the very best part, is both are not allowing them. And look at the goal quickly coming back as a return, an equalizer to the team. And that's what they wanted to get it through, looking to steal that moment, looking to get that one best as they can. And as is the part from the game, they wanted to build that game from this angle, look to get the best as they've got ample of time. And let's see which is the second one coming up, with which team will score that one up. The pressure is mounting quickly, pressure heavily mounting on what it happens, what it takes for them. And that's they just wanted to go get it through, to wanting to go it from that angle, looking to get in that best point. And that's what and where they build that point, they build that pressure. And that's what they wanted to get it through, they wanted to bang down this, they wanted to bang down this performance. And there is a point coming in, but quickly it's been identified from both ends, and just clearly going away with that point, bifurcating that point. Look to have, and that's where it's been taken by jersey number 5 from the Rising Star Club. In that point, Lakshmidhar Badnayak. We have Captain Sujit Roy leading it from front. And right now, both teams are in that best form, as never easy to point out which team will win or which team stands in that portion to get that lead ahead, as we're left with that fifth. Uh, there's been a long time we have in the game for the first half, so that's still that time. They have a lot to play with. The kind of analysis both captains have been thinking, or what's in their dugout being going up, is identifying to block which player to keep an eye, or to have been blocked, man to man marking, especially, and that's what they mean to act on this point. Where this game is standing is it's just 50-50, 1-1 with one team. And that's where both are just looking to steal that show, both looking to get back the best point, is making sure that they get the best part, and that is where jersey number 10 quickly wanted to come back, and that he misses it up. Completely missed that one up completely. Bhavani Shankar just trying to pull that one up, trying to kick that one up away, but somehow missing that point. And that's a point where sometimes it's a matter of timing. Moreover, at the right point you're being identifying the opportunity, you're aware of being the opportunity in your way. So being keeping yourself in the right shoe, keeping yourself in the right position, that's what is about the awareness for the game, the knowledge of the game. It separates from a different player to a great ethics player, and that's what it happens with all of us in that course of time. But a good clearance coming in. After this goal, we see that strong defense line working hard, Rising Star Club. Then going with that mistake which happened previously. And that cross coming in, going away with that point, looking to setting that standard, looking to get it banged on. And that's where the point comes in. They wanted to get it through in that same way. Both teams looking to build that pressure. Rising Star Club leaking that point, where Bidanasi Club looking with that easy pass, looking to build that one. Jersey number 11 with that cross coming in, and he missed that one. It was a close call from his angle, but well tried. They just tried to pick that point. They were successfully in deblocking that point of defense line of Rising Star Club with that easy passing. It's something what is easily achievable when you have small passing, easy passing, with that good idea to just pass the ball, keeping yourself not that much of time given to yourself. That's what where the best thing happens in this game. Last 15 minutes for this first half to end. And what does this 15 minutes depicts, or where does this 15 minutes take? That is more interesting to know what will happen in this last 15 minutes of play. Will we see a goal from any of the sides? Will we see any good thing coming up from this angle? Do we see anything more interesting waiting up? And it's time for boys in red to show the best and into the hands of Captain Shekhar, doing that good job. He's a tall guy, not allowing any space for them, any inch, any chance. That's where everything happens good for the team. That's where everything happens better as you move ahead and you move further and further with that timing being right. And that's where great things happen. They waited for that point, and that's a point to notice that it's been the best part to look ahead, to witness that part going in, with time to time things changing up, with time to time things moving ahead. And that's where everything happened good for them. They waited for their chance, they waited for that moment, and that's how things happened. Things responded back to him, with that timing being perfect on that occasion, perfectly all right, to show that this game was not yet over for any of the side. As time passing on, we see several injuries as well in that reflection. Just looking to and getting to know that that's not the end, that's not the part which was looking. As we look to steal that moment, look to get the best at time just ticking off. Both teams in that hurry to just take the lead, have special play, and then coming back with the right strategy. That's what both teams looking to apply this moment, looking to show that kind of an interest in that point. And that's where the game follows. This time, just inside that way, missing that in that kick. He was just looking to build that gap, coming to create that space inside that D. And that's what they wanted to build that pressure inside that ring, coming up back. Jersey number 10 from the Rising Star Club, Amandeep Zes. Manny in a very good form. He has got that one. And then in the end, the whistle goes up at the right time. And that's what it happens with time. And that's what it goes with the time. And that's a good pass carrying on, but the defense coming in. And they've got, and that's the claim, is that the corner, they've got it. If so, then this is going to be a good chance and opportunity arising out of it for them. Trying to get that one, it hits the net, tried it well, but somewhere just leaving that gap, going away with that lead. It was perfectly all right set. A good diving effort by the captain Shaker is doing whatever best he can do to staying this team in that tournament, to look to get the teams on that same page. And that's where the time kicks off. The time waits for none, as what Bidanasi Club looks to get. The attempt side from Bidanasi Club have been more as compared to the Rising Star Club. But the first goal was a great example of a great team leadership. It came through a corner. That's more interesting to get. But a good comeback coming by Bidanasi Club on the same time. Well, this game looks to be not easy as you like. That's a good tackle, a brilliant tackle. One blocking him, getting that ball to his teammate, jersey number 4, and then looking to clear that gap, but somehow Miss lost it. That, and that's a good pass from Pradyuman Swan to his team player Bunty Muduli, looking to get that chance, but a good clearance coming in by Lakshmidhar Badnaya, keeping that ball and passing it to the team player Amandeep Zes as he looks to get that position back, trying to get in that chance. Jersey number 11 passing is on, and that's what they wanted to build. Come here, and a good clearance coming in at this point, and a good clearance coming, and then he misses that one up. A well try, good. That's what not good. Something not happening good here. Jersey number 4 back there beneath Munda as he stands on that point. That's good to watch him. That free kick coming in back. All that hopes perfectly been planned. Perfectly looking to steal that moment, looking to show that moment as they wanted to come back here. That cross pass coming in and just going it away. That's what the cross kick coming in. With that cross try, just going away with that header, two header, and a good clearance. Still, the ball is in that position of Bidanasi Club, but they've lost it. That corner with that cross, as he wanted to take that one up, but they've got that ball back, and he missed that one up. It was a close call at the end, getting those chances. It's about the opportunities, how much you're ready when the right time comes, and are you willing to wait or create that opportunity. That's more about this game. That's what about a good striker is, the one who knows the better opportunity and he recognizes to be in that opportunity as he wants to break through, dominating well. Bidanasi Club with that hope, but a good piece of goalkeeping from rising star Anupam Barad, leaning, dying his body, diving to his left, diving to his right, preparing so well, doing the best what they can do, and that's what. They wanted to commit back, look to back, but a good clearance, good piece of defense in the right time. As 3 minutes left for this half time, both teams in that hurry to get this first half with a lead. Will and the next thing arises. Will boys in blue break that shackle, get a lead one more time? Can they add that lead, looking to get in that way, in entering that moment with that brilliant pass, but in the end, still that's not yet over. Jersey number 10 looks to kick, and then in the end, it's been taken neatly by the goalkeeper, Anupam Bharat, making no mistake. For a while, it seems out to be it is a goal coming in the form of deflection, but jersey number 10 pulled it out quickly. Bhavani Shankar, and then in the end, is missing that mark, and that is a call of a physiotherapist. Straight away, it looks he's in deep in down pain, and that's not a good news from Rising Star Club, key player on the ground, and that's what they wanted to show the best what they can do, what best they can go ahead with, what best they can show to their side. Has he done that? Has he through? Has he through? As he claims out to be, celebrates that in joy, and why not? It is a finishing touch to this first half, and that's what they were trying to break that shackle, and yes, they did it with that flying color. That look at that cross coming in. He was ready with that kick, that pass coming in, and then in the end, that's a beauty. And that's what they've nailed it through. They'll surely be very happy with a kind of a start. And that's what they wanted to show the best. They wanted to come up with 45 minutes over. Just not sure of how much additional time will be provided, with Bidanasi Club rising high onto this occasion with all the hopes of taking that same lead to the second half as well, as just waiting for that timeline to come up for how much additional time being given for this first half, and things getting easy and get it better and better for Bidanasi Club boys in blue, just showing their best, providing their best, coming with their best. 3 minutes of additional time being given, out of which it's just only few seconds left. 2 minutes of time hardly left with that point. And that's a good pass, keeping it simple, trying to get inside that way, looking to come with an equalizer. And can they do it so? But good piece of defense again, leading it from front, jersey number 10. Bhavani Shankar keeping that one, keeping it away from their angle, keeping it away from their way. And that's what he's able to create those chances, working best over to that point. looking to get with another one straight, and that's clearance coming in the right time. A sight of big relief for Rising Star Club, as they were just about to get the third one. They would have been in big trouble, big pressure mounting on them, and that's not good. Physiotherapist coming in, making sure that's where the injury point starts, and that's what he would look over that cramp. And at the end, time is just ticking off, and that's what the Bidanasi club wanted to spare the time with that only these things, because they're ahead with the time and would look to steal that moment, would look to look everything perfect for the kind of game they've been getting in, for the kind of start they're providing with all that kind of energy, with all that kind of a great excitements coming up from their end. They wanted to go with that same pinch, as already time being cluttering up. It's going away and away from them. First half going away and away from Rising Star Club, with that take from the captain Anu, Sujit Roy, Anupam Barar, the goalkeeper, and that's call of the halftime. That's all we have. 2-1. That's the score line with the Nasi Club 2 and Rising Star Club 1. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned for this great, exciting second half, and I promise you, you'll see some great moments too. With the Nasi Club with 2, Rising Star Club with 1. And that's what in the halftime we have: 56% ball possession, 44%, 16 shots taken, and 5 by Rising Star Club. Shots on target, 8 taken, and 7 from Rising Star. A big contest there. 3 saves and 3 corners equally taken from the both teams. 2 fouls and 3 fouls, no yellow cards and no red cards. And that's all in the statistics part we have. So stay tuned. We'll be back shortly by a break. Welcome back to the second half. We are back, right, with one team shining so well, boys in blue, Bidanasi Club. In that last few minutes of the first half to end, they have shattered the hopes. They put on the pressure high on boys in red, Rising Star Club, completely outplaying their defense line and keeping the hope alive for the team.
ଏମିତି ମାନେ ଅଛି କିଏ କେତେବେଳେ ଆଗେ ଯିବ ମୁଁ କୋଣ ଗାଡି ଚୋରି ସବୁବେଳେ ଯାଉଥିବା କେତେବେଳେ
And that's where the game moves on. The
ବହୁତ
game
ପଜିଟିଭ
goes up, and that's where everything gets going. That's where everything gets in picture, where we get things up with all of us, with all of these smiles we have.
ନା ଯେମିତି
And that's where we have to wait for that point. We have to wait for that symbol, wait for that signal coming in, and we wait for that moment. We wait for that hope, and the game still moves ahead with time passing it on. Everything they wanted to add onto that frame, and that's where things happen. That's where thing goes.
ପ୍ରେସରଟା ବହୁତ ହୁଏ ତ ପ୍ରେସର
And that's we see that injury part coming in. That's the physiotherapy comes in. The referee warns him about that. A warning being given, and that's a good appreciation by player jersey number 11 from the Blues.
ସେ ଡାକିଥାନ୍ତୁ ସେବା କରିକି ଆସିଥାନ୍ତି ସେମିତି ତାଙ୍କ ଗୋଡ଼ ଫୋଡ଼ ଟିକେ
And that's what the game is. The point. Wait for that moment, and that's the Rising Star team have been stuck on that page. With every chance they want to come back, with every best possible outcome, they want to show the best what they are, what capabilities they have, what kind of a great start, what kind of a great finish they have. They can do so. That damage. That's what they discuss in that break. They wanted to get it through in that way. They wanted to keep going in that same way. They wanted to track that point on every similar outcome of what has happened. They wanted to showcase the talent what they have. They wanted to show the best what they can do. They have that tendency to keep the players rolling, giving chances to youngsters. They have got a very good they've got that substitute lineup as well, where they believe they've got things in their way where they can transform them in that point. And that's where the game starts. They wanted to play hard, wanted to show the talent in their way, set their and that's what time things changes up. They wanted to very much frequent. They have to very much toil with that point.
ये फोटो में घर आउट है କହିଲେ ଆସେ ସେଥିରେ ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଛି ଆମ ଘରକୁ ପଳେଇ ଆସିଲୁ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ଲାଗିବ ନ ବସିବୁ ବସିବୁ ଯିବୁ ଟିକେ ଜାଗା ଚେଞ୍ଜ ଲାଗିବ ଭଲ ଲାଗିବ କିଛି
And
ଅସୁବିଧା
that's
ନାହିଁ
what
ତ
we
ତ
wanted to
ଚେଞ୍ଜ
see. We wanted to watch him
ଲାଗିବ
back.
ଫ୍ରେଶ ଲାଗିବ ତୁ
The
ଆସିବୁ
game is moving on, and that's the best part.
ବସିବୁ
When time
ତାପରେ ଏମିତି
flies,
କରିବୁ
they are very much sure about the game. It's going up,
ହଁ ମୁଁ
and they wanted
ଜାଣିଛି
to build that pressure.
ହଁ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି
That's what boys in red and boys in blue wanted to show the best part. They led with that game, and yet we see that another great change. With all the hopes, both teams looking to enter that point, just making sure that the time they left with this second half, crucial minutes, time just flicking off with every minute. That's what the boys and blues coming in a right position, in a commanding position with one lead, and they wanted to keep that lead alive. But boys in red, Rising Star Club, just wanted to break that shackle. They wanted to score a goal at this point if they want to win this game, to come back with an equalizer. That's what their first intention to get, and that's what they are looking to get, trying hard and hard. But there's every best pass. It's an answer to the defense line, what they can do in order to break that pass, tackling it absolutely right. Great awareness, great presence of mind. And that's what it happens. Boys in blue, not easy to break that wall of defense. Rising Star pushing it hard and hard. And that's what is the part from the boys in blue would look to work, would look to just analyze that part. And that's, they wanted with that brilliant pass, but he has caught the ball back but could not pass it back to that point. And that is what they wanted to get it through.
ନା ନା ଟିକେ ତାଙ୍କର ଟିକେ ଗର୍ବ ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଧର୍ମର ତ ସେ
And
ତା
that's what the
ଆଗରୁ
target
ବହୁତ ଡିକ୍ଲାରେସନ କରିଥିଲେ ସବୁ ଠାକୁର ଆମେ ଟାଇମ ଆଗରୁ ପହଞ୍ଚେଇ ଦବୁ ଇଏ ସିଏ ସବୁ
in that point.
ତ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ସେ 2 ଘଣ୍ଟା ଆସିକି ବସିଲେ ମନ୍ଦିରରୁ ବାହାରିଲେ ସେ ଗୁମୁଟରେ 2 ଘଣ୍ଟା ଭଳିଆ ରହିଲେ 2 ଘଣ୍ଟା 2 ଘଣ୍ଟା ରହିଛନ୍ତି ନାଇଁ ନା ସେଟା ଥାଏ
They
ସେଟା
just wanted
ଥାଏ
to get it going as he lost his control. Jersey number 12 from this point. Boys in blue, they're just in that high commanding position. Look to get that going. Look to come back, trying to get that chance. But a good clearance coming in.
Uh-huh. Uh, একটা ছেলে 500 লক্ষ ছেলে 10 লক্ষ পড়ে
And that's what the referee signals as he shows in that way the foul being happened from that angle. That's absolutely they would not look to set that going in that way, and that's where things happen. Usually, they wanted to get back, they wanted to come back in that point,
এটা সেই আছে বটে মানে পড়লে অন্য এক্সপেরিয়েন্স কোর্সটা তুলে না
and that's there. They wanted to show their best. They wanted to get their best. Wanted to call it back as a good hope.
তো দিন
And that's they've got it through, trying to build that pressure. Things not going absolutely in their way. Boys in red, absolutely notching that moment. Look at that brilliant, brilliant, and brilliance into that as easy you like, as easy you step ahead. Boys in blue, totally in a great command.
সব আসতে হবে
They've got the center of attraction. They've got that best forward line.
ଲାଗିବ ନା ସେଟା ବହୁତ ଭିଡ ଥାଏ ଆମେ ଠାକୁର ମନ
Bhavani
ଥାଏ
Shankar, Parao Tudu, Rajesh Kumar, Pradyuman Swan, Petru Minda. That's what the lineup they have with three, with that big marginal lead.
ସେଟା ଦେଖାଯାଏନି
And
ସେଟା
that's what the Rising Star
ସର୍ଟ ଥାଏ
shattered completely with
ଯେତେବେଳେ
that
ସର୍ଟ ଦଉ ସେ
loss to that
ବାହିଆ ପିଲା ଯଦି
site.
ବାହାର ହୋଇଯାଉ ସେ ବାହାରି
It's just
ଯାଇଥାଏ
what a big loss to their
ହଁ
confidence and a great way from captain Chinmay Shekhar guiding the team in such a great way, allowing to express their best game to play in that freestyle, the natural game.
ଚାଲିଲେ ହବ
And that's what he shuffled the players in such a way, giving
ବାହାରେ
chance to
ରଖନ୍ତୁ
each player
ସେଇଟା
to show the
ସେଇ
best what he can,
ନହେଲେ
to allowing them to play freely on center to half, half to mid,
ଆଣିବା ପାଇଁ ସବୁ
the best
ପ୍ରେସର
position they
ସବୁ
deserves
ତାଙ୍କୁ
out,
ତାଙ୍କ ବେଶୀ ଜିନିଷ
right
କରିଛନ୍ତି
to
ନିଜ ତା
left,
ହାତ ଫାତ କେମିତି
as
ବଡ
we
ବଡ
see
ମଣିଷ ସବୁ
striking aggressively, just being so calm and composed. You see, Bidanasi Club so much calm, just staying focused, staying with what they have, trying to keep the ball. That's all they wanted to take. Staying focused, staying active on the ground, so much quick, keeping every best thing to keep that ball in the shape. And that's what again, that's a brilliant pass, and in the end misses it. Could not reaching to that point, but it's a brilliant pass.
ଭଗବାନ କରିବ ତ
And that's they wanted to
ବିଜୁ
show the
ସାର୍
best.
ଚାଲିବେ ନା ମତେ
That's what they can do. He wanted to show the best talent, what kind of a great thing he has. And that's what the best point wanted to get that in that great mood with that cross pass and a good deflection and a good clearance too. No answer to the forward line of Rising Star Club. They were so close with that second one coming up. Absolutely right. It was a great pass on the target. Santosh Munda with that exceptionally good pass, but that cross kick in the bicycle form coming as a good clearance. That's what needed as a great defense line and what it makes to be a great defense line. Absolutely great one to watch this up. The game goes, wanted to come back strongly, boys in red looking to charge, and then lost that control. Lost that control. Is not okay with that. What's he's checking the referee quickly signals this as a foul and immediately call of the physiotherapist on the ground. And that's not good at all. That free kick coming in with all the hopes, a golden chance to get come back with one goal at least to be in the game. Can he keep him in the game? Can he keep him in the game? Jersey number 17, Biplop Doy. And that's what, can he pull this one up? Can he take this team as, can he reinfuse the hopes for this team? If this goal come, then surely they're in the game. In the game, that going away, quick kick, but no result. And that's, they wanted to show the best. That's what they wanted to provide, that one. They wanted to go with that all sort of feeling, all sort of great work. They wanted to ensure that things are going with that same pace. They wanted to get it through. They wanted to build it up. They wanted to show the best skill what they can do, trying to show the best what they can, and he wanted to build that one up. That's absolutely fine and perfect with that time, as they have gone down. Not a good symbol for the boys in blue, but still, as referees pointing out the foul, helping hand, providing him that belief he's all right. And that's, they have a chance. One more chance open for boys in blue. Can they get this as well? Can they do it? So on that march, as he kicked that inside, there's a rush there between, and not sure things going perfectly all right as they claims out to be. Referees checking up and look at that for a. It seems, has he got that one as a goal? To check that one up. And that's completely, this is something that they won't like it to happen in that way.
କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ କି ଏତିକି ମାପ କେମିତି ଖାସ କରି ପୁଅ ମାନେ ହେଲା ଠିକ ଅଛି ହଁ ଶୋଇବା ଦରକାର ହଁ ଏଇଠି ଶୋଇଲେ ତମ ମାନଙ୍କୁ तो उसमें कौन फीलिंग मैं तो चाहती हूँ कि फीलिंग तो थोड़ी लोगों ने पूरा ड्रेनिंग तो जाने की शॉप पर ओपन कर ଏକାଥରେ ତୁ ଛାତି ପଟେ ତାହେଲେ ଫିଲ୍ ତାର ଲୋକଙ୍କ ତ
Watching, waiting for that moment. Looks to seems everything okay, all right.
କେତେ होता है 300 का होता है 300 हाँ
And that's they wanted to come back with that header and going away.
ଆଜି କଥା ହେଇଛି ଆମ ଜିଏସଟି କରନ୍ତୁ ତେଣୁ କହିଛି ମତେ ପ୍ରାଇସ୍ ଆସିବ ସେ କାମ କରିଲେ କେତେ ପ୍ରାଇସ୍ ଆସିବ କହିଛି କହିଛି
Just wanting to show that best, just wanting to provide that best, wanting to look that
ମୁଁ
aside,
କହୁଥିଲି ଏ ବି ତ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରାଇସ୍ କହିଥାନ୍ତା ନା ଆର
looking to clear that one up, as he just wanted to show it back, show it there in that sense, looking to catch that one up as better as high as he can, and then he wanted to lift that one up. No doubt, he's been the best player. He's got all the ability to strike things better than anything else as he looks to move. With that game being going up, that's the best part of a game when you watch this game from this angle. The best part to analyze that part where this game is drifting back. That's a question from Rising Star Club, as all the people from Rising Star Club would be wondering where our team is lapsing, what went actually wrong, where is the point where we can claim that that was a part of a mistake we committed. We want to come back strongly in ensuring that we work on our weakness and build up that strength between that team. There should always be good coordination between players, but where is we are a little bit struggling back to get that goal? Is the forward line been doing absolutely right job, or the defense line little bit not in that shape, in that touch? That's a result cause for being 3 goals and one. The score line says more than this match. It's 3-1. And still they wanted to come back. They wanted to decrease that gap. Anyhow, they want to get in the game with all the hopes. They wanted to get a good comeback. They wanted to get a good clearance, a good comeback, and that's what they're wondering. It's is the part of the defense where they can put it hard. And they have a big contest left for the tournament. So, which are the site for strength and weakness they can work on? They've got a great and a good substitute lineup as well, and that's what for sure the captain would be looking to go with that change, giving chance to the youngsters, or I would say the people who are on the bench, because these are the tough matches where there's always possibility of getting highlighting the talent. Most talent from the players in those tough situations, players come up. There's always a possibility, there's always a good outcome when the athlete or the player takes it in that positive way that this is my opportunity and let me show the best. This is the point where my team is struggling back, so I can do the best. I can let this game drifting away to my best. Or there's some angle of looking this game is why me in that tough time? Why not someone else? So there is two possibilities of thinking to that point as he dives good enough, but well safe. And that's absolutely he has done a great job. Tall guy, as is not okay. That's clearly we see he's diving right to left, putting all his effort there, and then suddenly we see he has hurted himself, as quickly physiotherapist will come up, not sure of, but he's okay. That's good. He's on his feet. And that's what he wanted to get it back. And that's the best part. What he can do is coming back strongly with that numbers, number 11 working hard on it. We have jersey number 17, both in that great touch. They wanted to pass, they wanted to get it through in that way, keeping that simple, easy, not so much difficult as it becomes when you have a good lineup. You have a good coordination between players. You see, the best part is marking, which is why you see good passes are just simple to watch but great to create. And that's what long passes are still. They wanted to play that quick game as well on the same point as they're just looking to take another lead with 3-1. They're absolutely on to that point with each and every minute passing on. Rising Star Club are sliding down in deep, deep trouble. As they sink in that deep morass, time's just ticking off, and things getting a little tough and tougher. And he wanted to spare that moment. He wanted to get in that. He wanted to create that chance. He wanted to look ahead, and that's where things happen. Things happen and goes. He wanted to create that chance. He wanted to create that opportunity in his way. And that is why he's keeping himself pushing it hard as he can. As that's he wanted to show it best. He wanted to prove it best. And that he wanted to go with that pass, that cross coming in. They have that hope with that cross. They've got that free kick with all the hopes they have in their way in making sure that they've got the chance. They've got everything up to that mark. If they can come back with that lineup, if they can get that point, that's what they wanted to come with that free kick. And they've got that chance. They've got an opportunity looking to get back with that cross coming in, and that there you see straight into his hand and a good save. Good pair of hands, good pair of safe hands.
player ଅଛି ଝିଅଟେ
And that's not happening, right? Time just ticking off, time just going away with them, and that's all we see. That's in physiotherapist quickly making sure that is he okay. They wanted to ensure that he's back.
ମାତ୍ର ବେଶୀ ପତଳା ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଏବେଠୁ ସେତେବେଳେ
And there is a clearance coming. They wanted to ensure that he gets that gap, he gets that point with again a good piece of defense. No answer, no space to the right, but time just ticking off.
ଆଉ ଦିଟା ସାଉଥ ହିରୋଇନ ପଠେଇକି ଦେଖିବୁ ଏମାନେ ହିଁ ଫେଭରେଟ ଇଏ ଦି ଜଣ ଆଉ ଦି ଜଣ ସାଉଥ ର ଅଛନ୍ତି ନାଇଁ ଫେଭରେଟ ଦିଟା ତିନିଟା ଯୋଉମାନେ ଭଲ ଆକ୍ଟିଂ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଯାହା କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟା ପସନ୍ଦ ତ ପସନ୍ଦ ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ ହେଇଥିଲେ କର ନା ଆଉ ନା
They wanted to carry on with that hope. They wanted to go with that hope. Want to fight back with that possible. That's time ticking off. Referee signaling that foul, clearly allowing that ball to that opponent point. As they just wanted to get back quickly, they wanted to just get inside that point. They wanted to come back in that strong point. They wanted to show the best what they can do. They wanted to produce that best point with that best goal coming in inside that line. If he does it so, look to get that comeback, but a clearance coming in right. Last 10 minutes of the game left. and that's what he wanted to show, and that's what he wanted to get that back in that point. He wanted to show the best what he can, wanted to get, and that's he wanted to kick that one up away. Last 8 minutes to go, with what time it's left to. That's what he wanted to get that back. He wanted to get that back up. He wanted to show the best what they can. He wanted to come back with all that strong points, and that's time just ticking off. That's what they are going away with time being from their end. As a matter of time, things not going in their way, things not going in their way completely. They're just out of that control, looking to show the best point, best part, and then he wants to get it back, but it's just going away and away from them. Just going away and away from them. And that's at a has as a header. They wanted to clear that one up out. As what we've seen, the things going right, completely right. The defense line of Bidanasi Club absolutely doing good. They're on to that top point. Quickly, we see that that injury part. Just not good. Yellow card shown straight away to jersey number 5. Pramod Dang. And then with that cross pass coming in, can he make it? So has he done it? Just so cheeky this time, just hitting that bar and coming back. Quick time they have, but well, it was just a matter of few seconds. Just it landed on that bar, completely hit that bar. It came in that point, but somehow going away with that. And that's what he wanted to show that one. He wanted to call that one up. Boys in blue looking to go with that pass, but straight away they've missed that opportunity, missed that pass. And a good clearance coming right at the right time. And that's what they just wanted to play as just pass that simple. That's what they wanted to keep the ball with themselves in their possession. That's what all needed from their end to keep the game rolling with time just left with 2 minutes of time left, and hardly 3 minutes of additional time will be provided with that stage. Just wanted to show that keep that ball up, no chance of error in that lineup, no marginal mistake. And that's time just ticking off, time just going off and off, just going away with them.
Nothing, nothing.
And
No,
that's
we have
just
to
with
teach.
time,
Ah,
last 2 seconds. It's 90 minutes
yeah, it's
time.
like
They're
that
up,
all gone. Ah,
only last
ah.
3 minutes left
Become the
in
good,
this game.
good town line, good town.
See, 5 minutes added. Oh, great. And that's fully in dominance of Bidanasi Club as they wanted to steal every best possible outcome, what they can do it. So time is just ticking off. They wanted to call it up. They wanted to steal the moment. And that's what they wanted to add and build that pressure. Boys in red. But somehow they've lost the ball. That's what the time's just passing. And that what he claims out for that one. Again. as he asks for that, and referee calms them down. But still, what they wanted to check,
बेटा
and yeah, it's been taken up. Foul was not giving. Time just taking off. That's what they needed to go with that time. They're not worried with that outcome. They just wanted to check and keep going with that point.
ये
And that's what he wanted to keep that one things not going all right. That just the end part of last 1.5 minute left with an injury being held to the player from the Bidanasi club. That's not things going absolutely right. Time just ticking off. Already they knew they're through to this game, but they wanted to end this contest with with no big injury because they knew they want to play for the remaining matches as well. So make sure that the players stay fit. They are not ruled out for the game due to any injury. That's what they want to take care of their parts of fitness. 94 minutes, 94, just time ticking off, last 30 seconds left. And what is the best we can see from here? What's next? That's more interesting to see how he gets in that phase, how he delivers it. Straight and just going away. As he just kicks it, time just goes and he kicks it back, and the time is over. Just few seconds, and the hooter will goes up. And yes, we see finally that finishing bell, that's hooter for that final call of this day. It's a great contest between Bidanasi Club and the Rising Star Club. A game which started dominantly by Rising Star Club but has ended to a great win by Bidanasi Club with 3-1. Comfortably, they've handled this game, as that's the end of this point. And great comeback from the team, as we see the officials and the team players congratulating each other, meeting and greeting them. And that's why we see the statistical part from the day quickly showing to our screen. What a great game it has been at this Barabati Stadium, Cuttack. Weather's perfect, everything perfect right at the point. Bidanasi Club 53% possession, Rising Star Club 47, 21 shots and 11 from Rising Star, shot on target 12 and 9, 5 saves and 8, 4 corners coming up and 6 from Rising Star Club, 8 fouls and 8 fouls both, 2 yellow cards to Bidanasi Club, no yellow card and red card to any of the team. Rising Star Club. So thank you very much for this great game. We'll see tomorrow for this game. We have in contest 3:30 p.m. Sunshine Club versus 11 Gun Club. And then 5:30 p.m. we have Radharaman Club versus Sports Odisha tomorrow. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly tomorrow to see this great game. Thank you very much.